We're trying out Wine Bar George, this really popular wine bar here at Disney Springs. This is high on our list because it has a fantastic wine list. In fact, it's award-winning, has great small bites, and some few entrees and desserts that people rave about. But is it worth it? Let's check it out. Wine Bar George is owned and operated by a famous Master Sommelier named George Miliotes. And for some fun history for you Disney nerds, he actually was part of the opening team of the California Grill at Disney's Contemporary Resort and managed it from 1995 through 2002. Here he brings an estate-like feel to this winery that's located at Disney Springs. It is sort of rustic feeling, open concept, and consists of 2 stories. We received it on the 2nd story here. And I've been nervous about this because we like to do things that are family friendly, and I've been seeking somewhere that my wife and I can have fun and enjoy a drink, but also that would accept kids. So I was concerned, would they be approachable and acceptable to having children? And they were. There is an extensive wine option list. There are over 200 to choose from. I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert, but I am open to learning and have been studying wine for some time now. And so I tend to favor a Chablis, but I find Chablis hard to find. So what the person helping us suggested was a Chenin Blanc from France. It was light, it was airy, it was delicious. I'm still thinking about it. My wife also enjoyed it, for those who are concerned. I didn't try any reds for the night, but maybe next time. So yeah, if you're a wine fan, this is the place for you. Let's move on to the food. We went for dinner time and started off with the crispy mac and cheese bites. These were $16. I have no complaints here. These were absolutely delicious. The perfect mixture of crispy, but also light and fluffy and just cheesy in the middle. I thoroughly enjoyed this. As another appetizer, we also had the house-made hummus. This was $14 with cucumber, olive oil, naan bread, and chipotle. Cannot complain here. This was also a standout for us. And if you have kids like we do, they do offer French fries and chicken tenders, and our kids were happy with both. So again, if you're on the fence like we were, there are some options for them. I decided to walk around and explore some more of the upstairs. There's an outdoor patio that I'm about to show you in a minute. But for our main option, we went with the Bell & Evans braised chicken. This was $38 and had poached potatoes, cauliflower, sipling onions, and fennel with the cream reduction. I'm still thinking about this tender, juicy chicken, cooked to perfection. Love the onions, love the poached potatoes. And I'm not even a huge potato fan, and the fennel really topped it off for a great combination that was savory, delicious, and memorable, a step above what you're going to get around the rest of Walt Disney World, and I'd go as so far as to say at Disney Springs. There's an outdoor area just across from Gideon's, as you can see. We didn't sit out there, and it was actually pretty rainy, but I decided to explore, and I think this would be a great option if you're there later on in the evening, or maybe on a cooler day. But yeah, great views from up here. This is situated in a perfect place at Disney Springs, and yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. I thought this was an absolutely fantastic meal. I think that this is a huge draw for Disney Springs. I have a lot of feeling about Disney Springs and whether it's worth it. We were staying at Saratoga Springs. I can just walk over, so we pushed ourselves to try new things. And the food, the wine, the experience, everything was a cut above at Wine Bar George. I've heard people hype this up for a while. The menu is kind of small. I know they have a brunch that also has its own sort of separate menu, but that's also similar. But yeah, I was sort of on the fence for years now because I didn't know if it'd be easy with the kids. FYI, we were able to park our stroller just outside the entryway. It wasn't covered though. We brought our own plastic cover, and it did rain a lot because it's the summer in Florida. So if you bring your stroller, be aware of that. For dessert, we had the olive oil cake. This was plush, moist, and slightly lemony, and had some mascarpone that was velvety, adding some sweetness but also elegance. I loved its texture. And finally, these candied olives were brand new to me. Never had these before, but I did enjoy the bitter taste mixed with sort of the sweetness altogether. I really enjoyed that. Oh, here is me trying to film myself doing a food review while having 3 kids with me. Anyway, this is the beginning. This is the entry to the restaurant, and this is where you will park your stroller. If you're on the go, try the basket at Wine Bar George. It is just next door, located outside the restaurant. This is a gourmet quick service counter that offers quick to-go options like French fries, charcuterie, cheese, wine, and Froscato mixed with Dole Whip pineapple. You can have yourself a little picnic or sort of eat on the go when you're shopping, or if you just simply don't have time or can't score a reservation, this looks like a great option to get some really delicious food that is also, made here at Wine Bar George. I did not try it because I ate inside the restaurant as I showed you, but it is somewhere that I'm definitely looking forward to trying in the future. All right, so Wine Bar George exceeded all of my expectations. I know a lot of you have have raved about this place for many years. but I've been on the fence about it because we have our kids with us and we like to do all of the things here at Disney with our kids. I'm happy to report that it was delicious, from the appetizers all the way to the desserts. The wine service, the waiters were super attentive, walked us through, gave us a little tasting options for some of the wines we were looking at, and were really attentive to our kids as well. We didn't feel like it wasn't kid friendly. Of course, it's not going to compare to an experience at a Disney restaurant, but you can take your kids there and still feel comfortable having a drink or two to have some fun for mom and dad. If you're on the fence about Wine George like we are, I highly recommend it.